So we all heard about this issue about Nomads. Yeah, the trend on Twitter. It's hashtag save Nomads, or right? Save. Personally, I've been thinking, what was the deal with this? I mean, I've played in Nomads a lot of times before. Started playing there 2004, and then all of a sudden this comes out, and so personally, I'm a bit surprised. No, actually, I'm a bit sad. I mean, what's happening? I mean, what's the deal with this? So currently, we have welcome back first to Coach McDennis right here. So you have so I'm here with a full Brit panel. So I caution everyone who's listening and watching. Anyway, we have Coach McDennis here, and also we have Mr. Jonathan Thorpe of the board of the Nomads Sports Club. So let's cut down to the chase. Let's go straight to the issue. Coach, what's happening? I mean, sorry, what's happening currently with the Nomad Sports Club? I mean, there's this issue about it. I mean, I thought it's gonna get demolished. Yeah. We were talking about it offline. So, but I think I find out that there's a lot of things that's not really being said. So, what's happening?
Oh, I mean, what's happened has been happening now for the best part of 4 years, back to 2008. Jonathan Thorpe was president of Nomads Sports Club in 2008, when all these issues arise with certain members of Nomads Sports Club. So if maybe it's better if Jonathan answers on behalf of Nomads Sports Club.
Yeah, I'll just give you a brief history. Quickly, is that in 2008, Nomads, which has been in Merville since 1969, was approached by the owner of the land if we'd like to buy the land. We went to the members and asked them would they try to help the club as a non-stock, non-profit club, which is not just for foreigners, it's for Filipinos, it's for Indian nationals, it's for all types of persons to be a member. And we were trying to raise money for the club. Unfortunately, there was another company which was also interested in the land, a company called Multisphere. And before we knew it, that several members signed a petition which they sent to the SEC. And then we became under an investigation with the SEC, which went on for several years, whereby the SEC alleviated our case to the Department of Justice, who have now alleviated the case to the Paranaque Court. Where do we stand today is that we are all, the board from 2008, sadly are all facing criminal charges. We've all posted bail. We have all had our hands fingerprinted, etc. And we will be arraigned on October 16 this year. Unfortunately, we have met with SEC and we tried to come to a compromise, which would be a win-win situation. Sadly, one of our detractors, a previous president by the name of Mr. Edward Dew, then filed another complaint with SEC, which you're now talking about, whereby he's asking the SEC to basically cancel Nomad Sports Club as a non-stock, non-profit, whereby the land would then be available for the third party, I presume Multisphere, to buy it at a very discounted price. Yes.
And I believe this is most of the issue, and we were talking off camera as well. You were saying like the major issue really is about the land.
Correct.
Yeah. And you were saying when you first bought it with Nomads, it was worth 115 million pesos.
And currently the land's worth...
Well, it's 26,000 square meters. It's a large piece of land in an area which is now developing very quickly. We bought it, to give you an example, at a discounted price of 4,000 pesos per square meter. And the market price now is up to 15,000 per square meter in Merville subdivision. Yes, wow. On that basis.
So back to, when you said you heard it was going to be demolished.
Yeah.
If these guys lose the court case, Nomads will be demolished, and it'll be condos and houses. So
wow.
So yeah.
So it's a very sad case because you know how many children play football, the Ascals play there, and Nomads is part of the history of soccer in the Philippines since 1914. And I think it would be very sad that we, in the Philippines, that we lose this one of the last pieces of open space where we can play soccer, rugby, cricket, swimming, and especially to develop children's sports. That's the most important thing that we try to develop in Nomads. Yes.
You know, for those who are watching, we all know about the UFL. We all think that, you know, the UFL started like a few years ago, but honestly, the first UFL game was actually played at Nomads. That was around 2002, if I'm not mistaken, 2002. And it's a personally, I'm really sad that this is happening because Nomads Sports Club has been a part of me also as a player, also as a coach, because some of the kids that I coached before plays there. So it's kind of depressing that people are doing this just because of I don't know, maybe they have their own agenda regarding this.
Maybe that's the case.
Yeah,
Yes.
I didn't want to put it bluntly, but yeah. Screw you guys. I mean, if this pushes through, Roy, what do you think can happen to Philippine football, honestly?
It would lose a centre for a lot of sports, not just football, as Jonathan mentioned.
Rugby
before.
also, especially.
Rugby there's a lot of good places to play there. Cricket as well. You may not know much about cricket, I know, but from England.
No, I know the insect.
yeah.
No, I know. Come on.
But, well, being from Lancashire, what do you know about cricket?
Thank you, coach. Thank you very much.
Red Rose, what do they know?
Thank you very much, coach. For that.
But what can be done now to get the case out to really save Nomads? Because the trend has been going around to publicise it on Twitter.
Yeah.
But what can be done beyond Twitter? What
Is
can
there,
be done beyond?
I think if the members and also the general public, football supporters, if they can try to help us, so we can actually come to a compromise with the SEC. We're all volunteers. We're not out to make a profit, the board or even the members. We just want a place for families to play soccer, play sports. Yeah. And if people can help us, we're trying our best, but we're very much under pressure. You may have read the newspapers the last month. We were in the newspapers every day. There was a large PR firm paid by somebody who was basically doing a demolition job on myself. My name was in the newspapers. My family, my children read that every day that I'm a criminal, and I'm just a simple volunteer trying to help a family club be successful.
I mean, at the moment we've got Jerry's just brought through into the under-21 teams, Hondo, Enrique Ortiz, he's with the under-19s, the goalkeeper. So we're now just finally getting the kids coming through, the young Pinoys, the young Ascols of the future, and now breaking through at sort of under-16, under-19, under-21 level. So 10 years hence, I think we've got 100-year century, 2014 coming up. But going forward over the next 10 years, there'll be lots and lots of young Filipinos eligible for that. This is obviously it's a selfish thing. It's a soccer section. Lots of young Filipinos eligible for the ASCOs.
Yeah. No, I don't think I don't even consider that as selfish, coach, because it's really going for the country. It's really,
sorry, I meant because there's a rugby section.
I'm
selfish to football. Sorry.
It's okay.
There's lots of young players coming through the rugby section as well, but obviously that's just egg chasing. We don't talk to them. We're concentrating on the football section.
No, so is there any way that, for example, our viewers can actually help out? Maybe fundraising or something. I don't know. I haven't really dealt with something like this before. So
if it's publicizing, for example, would there be a petition that people?
I think that would help genuinely. That people would understand that we've been. This PR company is very professional. They've done a very good job. They even made it appear that it came from the SEC and the DOJ, and they have no idea where these articles are coming from. If you can help us, and by helping us, maybe on Twitter, on Facebook, whatever we can do to save Nomads would be very much appreciated. Yes.
I think it's just showing how popular the Nomad Sports Club is to the community within Metro Manila and outside.
Yeah,
it's just proving to these people that if you do knock Nomads down, if it's knocked down, and you build condos, houses, whatever, the whole community. And also the staff, we've got 3 generations of staff working behind the bar. You've got fathers and sons, and
they will all lose their jobs. What about these people?
So yeah, it's not pleasant.
So, guys, to all those who are watching us, well, personally, I really support this initiative. Let's help save Nomads Sports Club because as Coach mentioned, as Sir Jonathan Thorpe mentioned, there are a lot of generations there for sports and even for work, employment, we don't see anything. I don't see anything wrong with how it's being run. Maybe the intricacies, I'm not sure, but you know, in a general point of view, I think it really helps out a lot of people, not just development of sports, but also the development of people surrounding the area. So, I don't know, do help us out. Continue tweeting, hashtag Save Nomads. Post your statuses on Facebook. Mention your initiative to save Nomads. I don't know what else can be. You know,
perhaps a petition.
Yeah, petition.
Get everyone in the football world together. And that
maybe anyone who wants to start off a tournament there, you know, to save Nomads. I don't know. I mean, for me, Nomads is it's already a monumental piece of Philippine football. So losing it would really show how we are serious in regarding our development for football. So. It's a very serious topic. I think this is one of the most serious topics that we had. That is not a controversy. It's not a rumor. So do help us out. So for all do tweet us for any suggestion to help save Nomads. Let's save this piece of history for Philippine football. So follow us on Twitter. That's at FTW Sports.